Hi everyone and welcome back to another video of our YouTube channel. In today's topic we are going to discuss about strings. Previously we have already discussed about it in data type section, but today we are going through strings in detail. Kotlin programming language provided a lot of functionalities for strings to manipulate strings efficiently. So let's see. In Kotlin, strings are immutable sequence of characters. It can be name of someone, name of some place, or a letter, or any other things that would be contains character. So we are able to declare our string inside double quotes either or inside triple quote. Double quote for simple strings in one line and triple quote for multi-line strings. When we are having long strings, we can use from triple quotes. And a string is a class in Kotlin that would have a lot of functionalities for manipulating with strings efficiently. And when we are creating our string variable, actually we are creating the instance of our string class. So in here, as you can see inside main function, we have two different ways of creating strings, creating a string variable. So the first way by using val keyword, and this is the name of our string is str1 and the type is string. So this is the value hello Kotlin inside of our string variable. And the second way, from simple way without using our type, it will be inferred. So in here I have printed both of them. Let's see the different functionalities of a string class in here. These are the list of different functions that we are having inside of our string class. So the first one is length. This is a property of a string class that it will return the length of our string, uppercase for converting our string to uppercase and lowercase in lowercase. For string manipulation, we have a lot of functions in here that you can see to manipulate with strings. First one, plus, it will be a symbol for concatenating our two strings. Trim for removing the trailing spaces. Trim start, it will remove from start, and trim end, it will remove from end. Replace, it will replace two strings with a new one. Substring for extracting or getting our substrings from our string. Remove prefix, it will remove the prefix, and suffix, it will remove the suffix. So for checking and searching, we have a lot of functions in here. Checking by substrings, is it available inside of our string or not. Start with, we will check the start of our string, is it there or not. End with, it will work same, it will check the end of our string. Index of, we will see the index of or the position of our character or string in there. Last index for checking the last index. For splitting or joining two strings or converting them into a list, we have functions like split or join two strings. For formatting and padding, we have functions like pad start to add a padding in the start of our string, pad end for end of our string. For comparison, we have two different functions for comparing. First one is the compare to, for comparing two strings equals to. These are the difference between these two. This one, first one, the compare to will return an integer value, and equals to, it will return either true or false. First one, the compare to, it will check lexicographically our strings, and equal to will check exactly two strings or they same or not. For string interpolation, string interpolation is the most used, and it is mostly used by when we are having our variables inside our strings or double quote. We are using from string interpolation by using $sign and name of our variable. So don't worry, we will work with them in our practical demo. See you in the practical demo for more examples and more clear with string functions, and we will see what is string in our practical demo. Now in string practical demonstration, I have already created a new project, string demo. You can also do that by going file, under new, click on project, name your project, and then click on create. So in here I will give you two examples related to creating string variables. So the first one by using val keyword and single line strings inside double quote, and the second one by using val keyword inside triple quote and for multi-line strings. The first one, var message, the name of our variable, then the simple way of creating variable inside double quote for one line, single line strings, hello Kotlin. So in here I have created a single line string inside double quote. The second one by using val keyword, immutable variables, message one, and inside and by declaring its type explicitly to a string, and the value for this would be inside triple quote. In here in next line I would do that. As you can see by this function, it will remove all unnecessary spaces. So in here I can have as much line as I want, Java, Kotlin, Python, as much line as I want. These are the two ways of creating string variables. So in here I will talk related to a string object. As I said, a string object is immutable and we are not able to make changes to our string object. As you can see in here, I have used val keyword and val keyword. The val keyword is immutable. I cannot make changes or reassigning this message one variable because it is val keyword, it is immutable, and var keyword I can do that. Maybe you would say var, if we use var keyword and we will reassign this message variable, so it is mutable, and how our string object is immutable, then we can make changes in here. As you can see, if I change the value of our message variable, which is var keyword that I have used, I can do that, but I will put my name in here instead of that value. I can do that, but this is something else. This is reassigning our message variable, but we cannot make changes the object of our string variable. This object is different and this object is different. In our memory we have two objects right now. First is hello Kotlin, yes, first is hello Kotlin, and second one is Bahman, which is the name of someone. Okay, as you can see, I have reassigned that, but these are two objects in our memory. What Kotlin programming language will do in here, it will create a new object in our memory, and this message variable is referring for both of our objects. But if I want to make changes the object itself, I want to make changes in this object, I cannot do that. As you can see, if I delete this, okay, I will change the first index of our object, a string object, message variable. I cannot do that. The first index is 0. I will reassign it by some other alphabet in here, or I will use to have K instead of H. I cannot do that. So the string object is immutable. Now in here we will work different functionalities of a string class, that we would have a lot of functionalities inside of our string. So the first one is concatenating two string variable. As you can see in here, I will concatenate two variable, message one and message one. So in here I will use from println function, and inside of println function I will write message, calling our message one, using plus keyword and some space to be a little bit space inside of them, and another plus keyword for concatenating. We are using plus keyword and message one. So in here I have concatenated, I have joined two variables, two string variables. As you can see in result in console, we have two message and message one are at the same line. It is concatenated. you can see in here, these are in two different lines that I have already these are by default two different lines that I have entered between them. So the Java is at the same line with Kotlin. If I remove these two, you can see only Java would be at the same line with Hello Kotlin. As you can see in here, we have Hello Kotlin and Java at the same line with a space. This was concatenating two variables, two string variables. And I will use from another functions like trim function. If we would have some spaces in here, I will use trim function. At the end of this message variable, I will call it trim. I've used trim function for removing the spaces. Trim function is basically for removing spaces, extra spaces at the first or end. As you can see, there is no space. See, again, there is no space. The unnecessary space are removed. So this was about trim function, and we would have other functions like I will convert my message variable to lowercase. All it would be in lowercase. So inside println function, as you can see in here, I will call the uppercase or the lowercase first, message dot lowercase. As you can see, lowercase, we can convert it to uppercase as well, but first lowercase. As you can see in here, the second print is all in lowercase, but in here it was hello was in h was in uppercase. So I can either call the uppercase as well. Uppercase, I can convert it to uppercase as well. Yes, you can see all of them are in uppercase. So this was lowercase and uppercase. I will see the length of my length is actually a property of our string class. So I'll print the length of our string, which is message variable. So to check the length of our message variable, it will be an integer number. The length, all of its alphabet would be 20. In here in console, you can see all of its alphabet plus its spaces that would be considered. It will be 20. So this was length property, and I will check some substring if it would be available inside of our message variable by using content keyword to check content function to check the available substring inside of our string function. So in here, message dot contains our substring, we will write in here Colin. We will check is it there or not by content. Yes, Colin is there. Hello Colin, Colin is there. Yes, it is true. It is values true. As you can see in here, it's values true. So another function I will work with replace, suppose message. I will replace the Colin keyword with Java. Suppose I can call replace. In here, as you can see, the old variable will be Colin. You will pass in here old variable and new variable. The new variable or value will be Java. So the replace function will replace Colin with Java. The substring will be replaced with Java. So as you can see in here, hello Java, it is replaced to Java. So this was replace function. We have a lot of functions inside of our string class. So these were some examples of our functions. You can use them same, go through all of the functions, study all of them, and you would know the work of each and every function for efficiency and for working with them differently in your program. So this was all about string functions, how we are working with them. We have discussed about usage of different functions, and in here different ways of creating strings by single line and multi-line strings you can see in here. So it was all about strings in Kotlin. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you in next video.